There have been education reform efforts that have happened all throughout the country, in large cities and small cities. What happens? Well, communication usually breaks down. There are conflicts between labor and management. Parents don't feel included. The business community feels left out. The nonprofits are not engaged. Take a look at what's happening in New Haven.
A lot of our kids are coming to school very hungry. The only reason they come to school is to eat. They're dealing with poverty, that inexplicable, abject poverty that they really don't think critically about. They know they don't have, they don't know why they don't have.
And families that are under a tremendous amount of stress, whether it's around housing, whether it's around their income, whether it's around family issues. And the kids bring a little piece of all of that to school with them every day.
The idea of New Haven school change started with a simple premise, which is the idea that the city cannot be successful as a community, that we wouldn't be able to grow wealth, that we wouldn't be able to reduce violence and achieve our potential as a community unless we were promoting the skills and talents of all the people who live here, particularly our younger people.
It's about cutting the dropout rate in half, and it's about ensuring that every student is able and ready to be successful in college. Bottom line, that boils down to ensuring that we in the school system are doing everything we can to prepare our students for the rest of their lives.
Let me just say welcome to what I'm looking at. Looks like a village, and certainly a village here to work on behalf of the young children, not only of New Haven, of the state, and of the country.
We were thrilled to have 100 districts at the conference last week. It was a very, very positive conference. But unfortunately, just like the year before, we literally had a couple districts in the week leading up to the conference call and say that they couldn't come. They couldn't come because 3 adults, the head of the union, the school board chair, and the superintendent couldn't sit in the same room for 2 days. We have to talk, we have to communicate, we have to stay working. Again, New Haven has done that, not just for the children here, but it's really helped us set a national model. I want to thank the collective New Haven team for that.
A few years ago, there was a fork in the road, just like there are many forks in the road in many places. And somebody could say, let's double down and have an argument and just blame each other and say this is why things are not working as well as we want them to work in New Haven. And this mayor said, no, I'm not going down that road. And this union president, David Chigwell, said, no, I'm not going down that road. And this superintendent said, no, I'm not going down that road. And the road that they chose was not an easy road.
Teachers opt in, and the whole idea was that you want to make sure that we have buy-in from the teachers. So that
there was life before school reform in New Haven, that's for sure. And we were making success, but it was incremental. And to close that achievement gap, in which Connecticut is one of the worst in the nation, we knew that we had to do something significantly different.
Teachers overwhelmingly approved a reform contract that created a portfolio approach to schools, allows us to reconstitute schools, change all work rules, extend the school day, extend school hours at our discretion in low-performing schools, implemented a teacher evaluation program that both supports teachers and can and has resulted in the removal of tenured teachers. And the key feature in New Haven has been our engagement of teachers, administrators, the business community, the philanthropic community.
We are all in on education reform. The United Way has created Boost, which is a wraparound service program that brings in services from the community into the school. Yale University and the Community Foundation have partnered to put together the Promise program that allows any kid who graduates from New Haven Public Schools to go to college for free. The business community has come together with mentors and with financial support. The parents are engaged and starting to participate in the process.
The work of school reform is really hard, and as excited as I was to approach it, it maybe started out being a bit idealistic about how much I could do in a short period of time. I would say the moment of agony for me was seeing in the initial stages that the kids were not responding and that the kids were really being resistant to learning. And just trying to figure out, how do I fix this? How do I help my teachers not become discouraged and give up? So those were moments of agony for me, and sleepless nights, and some tearful moments. And I would say that as the school year moved along, we began to feel like we were coming together as a school. Students and adults on the same page about this is a school for teaching and for learning.
You know, they don't understand. We fuss at them, but it's because of how much we carry them home every single day.
What do your kids need first?
They need love.
Go ahead.
They need hugs.
Talk about that.
I give more hugs. They need structure. They need expectations. You know, consistency. They need, high expectations. They need us to believe in them so that they can grow a sense of efficacy within themselves.
The hours gotten better, the uniforms, the behavioral issues, and our learning has improved significantly. The schools are more calm. They have a certain goal for you to reach every day. They help you out, and you need extra work, they'll be there after school for you.
We realize this doesn't happen in a year or two, that this is going to be a decade-long effort that we have to continue to work at each and every day. School change is really at its core the sense by the adults of the community that they're going to stand up, work together, and that we're going to define ourselves not by virtue of this great ballpark we have downtown, or by the convention center, or by the wonderful river walkway. Great thing those all are. Nothing is better than recognizing the potential of these kids, and nothing is smarter to grow wealth, grow the economy, create possibilities, strengthen America, than to pursue the skills and talents and promote them within our school districts.
It's the civil rights issue of our era, that students in poor centers, in urban centers, in rural centers should have the same educational opportunities as students that live in high-income areas. So I say kudos to the reform effort for saying we're going to look at these kids, we're going to look at this underserved population of kids, and we're going to do something to change their fate.